So, good evening, poker friends and friends of the stream. As promised yesterday, I will do at least one video for the YouTube channel. This will be a play and explain video on NL2 888 poker. We will be playing about an hour, maybe a little bit longer, and yeah, hopefully make some money and have some fun. Upper left is table 1, upper right is table 2, bottom left is table 3, and bottom right is table 4. So table 3, we are opening 3BB, and table 4, it's a limp pot, we are checking top pair. But obviously calling top pair. Check calling again, I think, although it is close. And now we are value betting something like third pot. Don't remember exactly. I think this one was the average. This one was recreational. We table 2. We are calling an isolation, a min ISO. And I doubt that he checks back enough 10x, so we will start bluffing. And he raises 7x, which makes absolutely no sense. Writing tilt, yeah, whatever, guy, I don't care. Pretty big difference if you have played NL25 yesterday. Not because the stakes are higher, but because the people make stranger things. So yeah. One adjustment I would make compared to NF25 on stars, where we judge unknown mostly as weak regulars, I would judge most of the guys on NL2 which are unknown to me as weak fishes and not regulars. So we need a little bit to categorize all the guys at the tables. And then we are good to go. We should have at least one fish at every table, because let's face it, it's NL2. We are overcalling pocket 3s, bottom right, table 4. Because I doubt that we are getting punished enough from the player behinds for overcalling. So we are close to finished. That's an interesting one. Okay, he's leaving. Table 4, we are hitting a gut shot in a limp pot. And we don't call pot. Table 1, we are overcalling pocket 4s against a limper and a poster. Because we have a table full of recreational players. And now we can easily call to and call for set value and only set value. We are getting insane odds. So yeah, let's hope we hit that 4. No 4. Jack 6. We can either call or 3-bet. On table 3, I think the RNG tells us to 3-bet. So we 3-bet. Not totally happy with the layout, but we will change that in the future for sure. It depends a little bit on how well we are running at YouTube and Twitch, because then I will contact some guys on Fiverr to create some sort of scene for me on YouTube and on Twitch. But yeah, we will see. By the way, guys, if you like what you are seeing here, I would appreciate if you could subscribe for the channel. It's a free opportunity for you. You only have to click the button, which is no cost. And I keep motivated to do those videos for free. So we have a limp pot. We have a guy that checks behind flop. And we have third pair, so we have to bluff. Table 4. Table 2, again limp pot. We hit a queen. We bet half pot with that queen. Table 1, we are isolating queen jack offsuit out of position against a limper and a caller. Whatever this guy is telling me, we will fold. Table 1, we are betting 1/3 on that board. We have way more ace-x than he has. And we start now focusing on the guy on table 2, Logan McKee. And we'll have a look at the hands he's showing at Showdown, just to get a feeling if he's really full of shit, which we believe, if he's betting so big, or if he's trying to get a max value, and adjust our play accordingly. Table 3, ace-3 suited, clear open race. Ace-9 suited is close at table 1. I think isolating is could be fine. I'm usually waiting for a little bit more sample to get a feeling on how the guy plays. Because now he's playing over a small sample 78, which means he's open raising a tight range and limping a really wide range, which makes the point for isolating really wide. Table 3, standard get it in spot, small blind versus big blind, with aces versus queens from both players. Jack 8, no defend against, especially against the big sizing. I think. We are calling Jack 9 suited against the small ISO, and we are 3-betting King 9 suited on table 3, and we are betting third pair on table 4 in a limp pot. And now we are checking and probably folding to a bet. Table 1, we have a gut shot, not to the nuts, and the spade is not an out, so we are folding. Table 3, we are 3-betting with kings, obviously. Table 1, isolating ace king suited. Table 3, betting half pot with our kings. We also have a diamond, so we can continue on diamond turns. So recreational calls us, which means we have top pair, top kicker, no reason to bet small. We are betting big, and if he has a hand that he wants to call, then he calls. And now we can shove turn and hope that he has a hand like ace jack, ace 10, maybe king queen with hearts. But there's no point in not shoving top pair, top kicker against the recreational player. We open raised ace jack against a weak passive fish. We are betting queen 6-6. He might have pocket pairs, but he also might have king jack. He might have jack 10, whatever. All that hands that have showdown value. Seems like our friend Logan McKee is some sort of impatient. And he likes to chat for sure. He's raising against a pretty nitty guy. I suppose he's getting it in, and now we see some hands that he raises. Panamera is obviously not folding, I think. He cannot fold again for 2/3, yeah. Yeah, so he's punishing draws, which is not bad here because he has a OASD and a middle pair. So he had at least some decent equity. Open raising ace king on table 4 and isolating smaller with ace 10 offsuit out of position. Against probably a recreational player, we can adjust our bet size based on our hand strength. So now we will bet small just to make him raise us. He was raising a lot when we bet small, so I hope that we... Okay, unfortunately, we don't... he don't erase us. Ace, queen, table 3. We are 3-betting. Pretty standard. Button versus cutoff. And against the 4-bet and against the unusual large forward, we can fold. He's 4-betting 4x. 4 bets could be 3x, could be 2.5, somewhere in that range. 4x is way too high because the in-position player cannot call, and so you are limiting the in-position player to shove or fold range, which you usually only want with your good hand, so you cap yourself with bluffs. Jack 10 offsuit, we open raised and bet this board. We would bet a big portion of our range on paired boards. Jack 4 suit against we are in a limp pot. No hit against 4 players, no bet. 8-9 suited. Unless I don't know who is in the small blind, I won't open it because the big blind is not a fish. It's a somewhat recreational player. Looks like the small blind is some sort of recreational player. So if I would have known this, I would have opened 8-9 suited. I'll check raise by weak passive recreational player. Usually means a strong range. Yeah, as expected. We have jacks on table 2 and we check back with a gut shot. Isolate. Checking again back with jacks, isolating Jack 10 suited, check calling Jack 10 suited, and checking back the jacks. We isolate ace, we 3-bet ace 10 against recreational, betting half pot on this flop. Betting Jack 10 with top pair. Once we checked back a checked flop, our ace 10 is worth only 2 streets, so we check, call, turn, and now it's getting tricky. I think we check and decide what bet sizes he uses. He called 50%, checked, and now bets 30%. Does he really bet small with any hand that don't have a flush here? Is he turning hands like whatever, pocket nines without a spade into a bluff? I don't think so, and therefore we fold. We isolated ace queen on table 1, betting small. We don't have to protect anything. Open raising king 5 suited. He donks the turn, so we are calling. And I think for 1/3 we have to call again. If he has 2 pair or is a straight, it's okay, but yeah, we have to call against this size and this guy. Getting check raised on table 3 with a flush draw, no point in doing anything but call. With the queens, we are betting big on this board against this type of player. King 5 suited now makes middle pair. I think we could call again, especially because we are in position. We are check calling the queens against this guy. Maybe he's bluffing some flush draws, and for the rest of his deck we are calling. We are raising. We are also raising. We are getting it in with the second nut flush. Yeah, I think we have to get it in. Yeah, he does not only have ace-high flushes here, which is check raise bet betting. He's also a lot of 3x or maybe 7-8. We have to grab another table. Let's have a look. We don't want to have this one, so we are waiting a little bit. And he calls with pocket jacks. Top set. Trying to get, no, we don't want to get back here. We want to have a new one. 3 betting again, ace 10 suited. Again, spades. Would be funny against the same player. Now he's 4 betting again, way too big, and we can fold. Again, no table here. Maybe we can get this one here. Yeah. That's strange when you play 888. At least the German version of the software. So when I want to get a new table and click at the software open table, it opens always the same table and tries to sit me at the table I already closed, or I have to open a new one. If I use the plus sign here at the tables, I get totally different tables. So yeah, that's a little bit strange. Open raising pocket 4s. Having some sort of recreational table player here. Betting small with a 4s on king 9-6. Betting again small because we have way more aces in our range than he does. And now that we recognize he's some weakish recreational, we will give up the hand because he's not folding whatever. We were overcalling ace deuce suited on table 3, hitting the bottom end of a straight, which is usually not good. So we don't do anything on this board. 10-8 offsuit, not good enough to open in the button, on the button. And pocket aces on table 1. Let's see if we can make some money here. Let's have a look how this Ritziv, whatever guy, I don't know him yet. We are betting somewhat halfish on Queen Jack 6 on table 1. This board hits the small blind calling range somewhat decent. He has some broadways. He might have some flushes. He also might have pocket 6s, pocket jacks. So we are calling and getting it in on safe turns. And this is a safe turn for sure. He's checking. Well, there's no checking here. So we are betting. Not too small, 2/3. And it looks like he was bluffing. Pocket kings. And next hand, immediately. Board is somewhat decent. Not great, but also not that bad. We start with a check. Button immediately checks behind. So I think we should be ahead and we bet big. Oh, bottom left and up table 1 and table 2, we could, even table 3, we could reach the challenge, the bonus, because we only need 3 cards and have between 6 and 15 hands left, so at least there's an opportunity. Two cards left, 8 hands. Open raising ace-5 offsuit in the small blind. Not a good board. We start with a check. And against that size we are folding. Also 2 cards on table 3, 4 hands. Hitting the straight, we are betting 2/3 here on table 2. Not the right queen on table 1. We are playing ace queen, obviously on table 3, 3 betting for sure. Or open raising if it's check to us. And we start 3 betting a little bit smaller against the cutoff because he's 4 betting really huge, and when we 3 bet smaller, he might use the same sizing, and we have a more better opportunity to call. He's now even going bigger, which makes no sense at all. Maybe he's pissed, I don't know. Looks like table 3 we don't hit it because we only have 2 hands left. Ace 10 is close. I want to fold here. In these situations, it's important to not feel the rush to do anything fancy and stake it off with ace queen. Could be good, you could be also flipping. I think you're flipping at best because he has mostly a pocket pair. Maybe he has some king, jack, king, queen, whatever suited. But unless you don't know it, I think you can get his money way easier than by playing his game and staking off ace queen offsuit. We will adjust by calling a little bit more in the button versus his cutoff, and being more polarized when we 3-bet, so we can easily fold the weaker hands and get it in with the better hands and have a calling range in the button with hands like ace queen offsuit against his open raising range. Jack 10 offsuit is sometimes a call, sometimes a 3-bet, sometimes a fold. RNG tells us to fold here on table 4. So we hit middle set on tables 2. Table 3, he's open raising 5x. I don't know why, to be honest. Everybody folds and doesn't want to see our middle set. Pocket 5, so I don't want to 3-bet because we have a somewhat raggish guy behind us. King Queen suited, table 4, clear 3-bet against a raggish looking guy playing 26-21. We are betting small. We have a lot of opportunities on turns and rivers where we hit a jack, a 10. And we might have the best hand. And he's check raising us, which he probably isn't doing with a deuce because he has no deuces. He shouldn't check raise 9, so he has somewhat of a hand like, I think, pocket jacks and 10s. And we can fold, I think. Ace king suited, we are 3-betting for sure table 2. And also getting it in. The guy is somewhat tightish, but button versus cutoff, there's no point in doing anything else and getting it in with ace king suited. Interesting board. I think we should bet small. We can barrel a deuce, a 5, a jack, a queen. Not a 4, to be honest. We check back turn and decide to do what to do on the river. That's a good river for us. Now we will be value betting against better aces. I think we should go big. I doubt he has pocket 4s or 3s. He might have 10s. Ace jack offsuit table 4 would be a 3, would have been a 3-bet against this big blind. We are open raising it for sure. Ace king offsuit table 2, clear open in MP. And mostly not 4-betting if you are getting 3-bet. Because 3-betting ranges are so tight that we don't want to get a 4-bet and get it in here. We are calling pocket 7s against this guy because we don't want to 3-bet fold the 7s, and I want for sure play 7s against him. He is donking half pot here. We call the 7s with backdoor straight and backdoor flush. Getting donked into on table 2 also. Checking back our 7s on table 3. Betting again with the ace on table 3, not too small. And checking back our 7s again. Yep. The weak fish doesn't want to value bet top pair, top kicker. We call the donk on table 2. And we bet against ace x on table 4. and folds the river. And he had 7-8 for sure. Nothing you can do. He clearly has some straights here on table 4, but he could also have worse ace. On the 4-card straight against this sizing, we are folding, I think. Getting 6-1. Oh, it's so close. We only call to split. That's a problem. But I'm not sure if he could fold. That's another problem. I don't think he's bluffing, but he could be value betting some strange hand like King Jack. We call and lose probably. Oh, we win because he has a 9. So getting donked into by a somewhat decent guy. He's not donking any shit, I think. Donking again 2/3. We are calling King 10. And now we are beating hands like King Queen, King Jack. And we value bet with King 10. And he had King Jack. Yeah, guys, like I tell you in all videos, either on YouTube or in my Twitch streams, if you have any suggestions which I could do better or which you want to see either on stream or in the videos, just hit me up and I will see if I can do a video about it or try to explain the concept you don't understand in the videos or the hands that you don't understand in these videos, whatever. I'm really eager to improve my game and my stream here. So, yeah, I'm more than willing to improve based on your comments. We are calling pocket 10s on table 3. The deuce is not ideal. And he's shoving 2x pot. We are folding here the overpair. Ace 10, we are betting small on table 2. We could bet a 10, we could bet a 9, a queen. We will check back a 10 and a king. Here, that's a clear triple barrel now. We 3-bet the jacks. Ace king table 4, we opened, got called, and bet small on this board, somewhat disconnected. Not much draws possible. And now we are heavily blocking the calling range. I think I don't know if he's aggressive enough to bluff us on the river when we check back, or if he should bet ourselves. So I decide to check back. The 8 is a really bad card because now he's not bluffing anymore, and we have to bet really small to get value out of whatever. Some 8x, some pocket 10s, some pocket jacks. Yeah, he has an 8. You have to bet small because if you bet big, he's not calling an 8 because he don't think that you are bluffing with a big sizing here, which you shouldn't. You should also, in my opinion, you should also bet small with your nutted hands. Ace-7 suited, again multi-way. That's the thing you have to deal with on NL2, 5, and 10, I think. On the 10 not so much, but 2 and 5 for sure. A lot of the pots are multi-way, so you have to get better at playing multi-way pots. So we have third pair on the flop, no point in betting, and without any backdoors, we will also fold three-handed with a weak regular in the hand, because with a weak recreational in the hand, the regular will not bet loose when there is a recreational in the hand. So no point in calling loose. Opening King-7 suited on the button. Against the min open on table 3, I could not imagine folding much hands. For sure not an ace, no matter what ace. Yeah, you always have thoughts to call here. And against half pot we can fold. King Jack off is close against button. Could be a 3-bet. We're folding for now, because I'm not sure. His isolating range should be, let's say, should be tighter than his open raising range. And against an open raise, King Jack offsuit is already close, small blind versus button. And I think against an ISO range, it's just on the edge, and we can fold here a little bit more. So King Jack offsuit becomes more of a fold than a 3-bet. The only reason that could be a better there could be a better 3-bet than a fold is because he's a recreational player, which tends to call to white. So that makes the 3-bet a little bit better than the fold. And yeah, you have to wagger both options. And for me, the conclusion was that I should fold a little bit more. Tables are looking decent, I would say. Ace Queen, table 4, we are 3-betting. Standard 3-bet, small blind versus button, and the button is regular, somewhat regular. He tends to raise. He raised 2 times in a 3-bet pot, so we start by check calling. Yeah, showdown value, and we check call turn if he's betting. And now it's getting interesting. Is he bluffing a king? He's not folding middle pair, that's a problem. But is he checking behind with 8s, 9s, and 10s? Oh, we have the same hand. Okay. That would be an option to bluff here to make him fold the same hand. guy, but he's probably a recreational. We are betting the king board on table 4. We call king 7 suited because to make some nice flushes. And we're getting good odds. 8-7 suited, not opening in the cutoff because we don't have a recreational in the big blind. Now, table 2, we are betting small with top pair, medium kicker, low kicker, whatever. Table 1, we always isolate ace king offsuit out of position. And we betting again small for value, for sin value. If he raises, we could fold easily because then he has a flush. Yeah. Against the 20x overbet, we are easy folding. Ace king, we bet with a gut shot. Turn, I think it's close. He overlimbed. I'm not sure what to do on table 1 here. If check folding is the right play. We are folding the 10s because the button is somewhat nitty player. And I doubt he's isolating white. So we are folding. If he would have been a regular, which is somewhat decent, has decent ranges, I would consider 4-betting here and folding the 10s. But against some nittier regular, I don't want to shove the 10s here. Because 4-betting and folding is not an option because he's so short. Only has 33 BB left, so we have to shove. We have another weak recreationer. Hitting 2-pair. He's getting caught in 2 spots. Well, against the donk, we have to raise. We have 2-pair. The king is really bad. Now we are behind against king, queen, king, jack. His 10 improved. We are calling the 1 BB for 16-1 just to hit a queen or a jack and fold otherwise. Okay. What is he squeezing with? Based on my stats, he's playing 14-14. So, somewhat nitty. That's why I assumed that he don't squeeze light. 4-5-7 is a good board to lead, which no, not this one. Which a good regular knows, and therefore he leads here. We folding, and there's not much recreational player at the table, so we close this one and try to get a new one. Try to get open another table. No, we are not going back at this table. Trying to open a new one. No, we want to sit us back. Oh, here now we are left with only 2 tables. Guys, it's Friday, Sunday evening. There have to be more tables. How can I be on 2 tables at the same time? the fuck? Is there any Zoom that we can play? Because Zoom should be running. There, or Snap, or whatever it is called. I have to tell you, I don't recommend playing Snap for several reasons, as I told you in several of my videos, but just to have enough tables I play some Snap and try to get another table. I'm back. So now we can get rid of the Zoom table. And try to get another regular table. I suppose this, and this is a table that could be good. So against Limper on table 3, we are isolating betting smallish and check folding, I think. 1 BB is really good because now we can hope for a 9 or a 10 instead of not a 6. Not a 6. Not found. King 9 suited. I think King 9 suited is good enough to 3-bet, especially against the recreational player. We 3-bet it a little bit smaller. I would go 9.5 against regular guy, but against a recreational guy, we could adjust our sizings, and now we can fold. Folding the 6s against min donk, not because it's a min donk, but because I'm up against 3 guys and I don't know what both players behind or what their range looks like. They could easily have a 10 or a queen in their range, and then I'm drawing sin to 2 outs, so no point in calling here. Why I have only 40 BBs on that table? Is this a 40 BB table or whatever? Or did I made a mistake? We are calling 8 unsuited. And check calling flop. Ace is not ideal because most recreational players like to play an ace. Table 1, we have an open ender against a limper. So we are calling. 8, 9, we are calling again for 2BB. And now we have to fold. He's limping, betting 160% and then checking. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, that's interesting. So we close this one. Try to get a new one. And we want to be at that table with full pot. Completing Queen 8 suited on table 3. Backdoor flush and a gut shot. 3 betting King 10 suited. Against 2 people, I'm not bluffing on table 3. He's min 4 betting. King 10 suited is a call against the regular 4 bets. We are a little bit deeper and he's 4 betting really small, so we are calling. And now we can check fold because his range is mostly pocket pair heavy, I would say. We check with the flush draw. Probably check call based on his bet size. And this is a really nice turn. Now we have to bluff. If he has an overpair which is checked back twice, so be it, but we don't win with king high. And he has to make the call with ace high, and we could have a 6 or spades. He finds the call with ace high, which is not bad. Throwing whatever. Where's the re from? Table 2, we are calling 9-8 suited. Hitting middle pair and a backdoor straight and backdoor flush. Don't think we should bet here, turn our hand into a bluff. We can check call, I suppose. And we can check call again, I think. Or we can check at least again, I think. We are not check calling. Because I rarely see guys bluffing in these lines. Six, 4, and 5, 3. Interesting. As you move up to NL5 and 10, you will recognize pretty easily that on NL2 and 5 there are not much people 3-betting you. So you can overfold to 3-bets because they rarely 3-bet, and you don't have to be perfect at your 3-bet game. So we are calling on 8s on table 4. We have the second nuts on table 3, blocking with a 9 the nuts, which is not bad. And he's bluffing whatever. He's betting 2/3. I think we should shove here. If he has jacks and 10s, so be it, but he also might call aces, kings, and queens. Yeah, he's calling queens and drawing dead on the turn. Oh no, my God! It's whatever. We made the right decision. We get it in as a huge favorite. He only has 9%, and hitting that 9 to 10% on the river. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm playing for an hour right now. I think we will do another 5 to 10 minutes and then call it a session. But I doubt that I will do the theory video today. I think I will do it tomorrow because I'm not feeling fresh-minded enough to do another theory video now. I will upload the play and explain video and do the theory video tomorrow. Jack 7 suited will be isolating. Ace 9 suited I fold, and against the donk I call the ace queen, hoping for a 10. And now I'm folding because the flush completes, and even if I hit my 10, I might be drawing dead. Again, donking here, we are still folding. We don't have much to go with that board. If he has a 9, we try to make backdoor draws when we have to call turn where we could be already dead. This guy here is open shipping 66 BB. Hoping to get called by whatever, I don't know. Looks like Rudy 79 does not like us. And I have no reason why. Table 3, we are opening 7-8 suited because we have a fish in the small blind and another probably recreational player in the big blind. We are overcalling Queen 10 suited in table 1, and now the guy on table 3 shoves his whole stack for the second time, so we have to pay close attention and maybe tighten up our ranges that we open and loosen up our ranges that we are willing to stack off, I think. Because, yeah, he could have 2 or 3 hands in a row that that are good enough to ship. But he could also be full of shit. Okay, now I'm sure he's full of shit. Yeah, king 5. 6. Pocket jacks. We will call for sure the 22 BB. And get at least the rest of him. Checking behind the turn and folding to a riverbed. Opening king 4 suited on table 3. Folding against the 3-bet. Jack 3 suited is close. Not an open. Jack 4 would have been. Maybe even Jack 5 because we open a little bit bigger. Open raising. We don't want to play tournaments. Queen 10 offsuit. Think we will play another round to the BB and then rev it up. It's 6. Nothing we can do. Maybe we can play our last hand in UTG. Unfortunately not. So let's have a look at the session. We lost about 60 BB, which is mainly due to the pocket 8 cent. So we should be up 60 BB. We are down 60 BB. Everything is fine. We dropped with our red line a little bit at the end because either because I lost concentration a little bit, or we don't get many good hands. This is the wait. Let me now. We are up about 5 buy-ins now on NL2. We will continue maybe until we are up 50 buy-ins and then move up to NL5. But yeah, we will have a look. There's no need to hurry or force it. We try to study good poker, and no matter how long it takes, I'm confident that we will move up to NL5 at some point. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said already in the beginning, if you liked it, I would appreciate if you could leave me a subscribe. I will do a series video about facing 3-bets, what to call, what to fold, what to 4-bet, how to react to 4-bets as a 3-better tomorrow or on Wednesday, and post it on my YouTube channel. And the next live play will be on Friday at 10 o'clock in the evening, playing NL25 on PokerStars. Bye-bye and have a nice evening.